What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. Today I have right here the Apple Watch Series 7 and the Apple Watch SE. These are the largest sizes of each, 45 millimeters and 44 millimeters. And I'm here to kind of compare them and see what features, the SE doesn't have when you compare it to the Apple Watch Series 7. And if, the Series 7 is a worthy upgrade, or if you should buy this over the Apple Watch SE, and kind of have you choose in the very end and see which one is the right Apple Watch for you. But before I do begin, I'd really appreciate it if you can give this video a thumbs up and turn on the bell notifications, as it does help out the YouTube algorithm and will help push my content out to more people. And also, just as a heads up, right up here is the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and right over here is the iPhone 12 mini. Just goes to show, if you have an iPhone or an Android device, you can go ahead and start making YouTube videos or whatever social media content on your mobile device, because the best camera you have is the one in your pocket. I mean, right here I have a Canon DSLR and I still use that, but I'm using an iPhone 13 Pro Max and 12 mini to record most of this video. Anyway, let's dive right in. Okay, so first let's compare the specs. This right here is the larger size. This is a 45 millimeter, and Apple this year went ahead and did increase both sizes. So from 40 to 41 and from 44 to 45. And you can, kind of see it here. Obviously, this is the screen that you're seeing. That's the main visual difference. But for those of you who are asking, would this band work on the Apple Watch Series 7? Yes, it will. 44 bands are still compatible with 45. No issues there whatsoever. So if you are upgrading from a older device to the Series 7, you shouldn't have any worries about there. Now, display resolution size. Since this is a slightly larger display, we're getting a 484 by 396 pixels on the 45 millimeter. And for the 44, it's 448 by 368 pixels. Now, there are cellular options for both, and the always-on display is only present on the Apple Watch Series 7 and not on the Apple Watch SE, so just do keep that in mind. The color options I here have the green. You also do get a black, which is, or I guess we can say a midnight, which is a super emphasis on the super dark what's it called, navy color. It's a super dark blue. It's the one that's closely resembles the black, but it's not black, and you can obviously tell if you do pick up that color. You also do get blue, red, and starlight, which is a mixture of silver and gold, and they're using that on the iPhones as well as the iPad mini 6th generation. The Apple Watch SE comes in colors of silver, space gray, and gold. Kind of wish I did pick up the gold, but oh well. And with other features, we're going to get into that. This Apple Watch SE has, doesn't have some of the features that the Apple Watch Series 7 doesn't. But let's first talk about design and this display. So these, are both aluminum. And the Apple Watch Series 7 does come with a stainless steel and titanium option. Obviously, those are more expensive. I will be talking about price in a little bit. But both of them right here are aluminum, and the Apple Watch SE only comes in aluminum as well. So just if you want a titanium or stainless steel, you are going to have to kind of forget about the SE and go for the Apple Watch Series 7. Now, as for display, the Apple Watch SE has the same display as the Apple Watch Series 5, which is 30% larger than the Apple Watch Series 3, but it doesn't have that always-on display. I've been using the Apple Watch SE as my main Apple Watch for the past year up until the Series 7 came out, and I haven't really had any issues. I really do enjoy the Apple Watch SE. When it comes to the Apple Watch Series 7, it's large. It's about 20% larger than the Apple Watch Series 6, and you can tell if you look really closely, you see that it's more edge to edge. But design-wise, it's about the same. I mean, it's more so the same. It's hard to, really differentiate if you have an Apple Watch Series 7, if you're out, I don't know. For example, if I go to Target, it's going to be hard for someone to really differentiate if I have the Series 7 or the SE, unless they look super closely or at the color that I have. But looking at the display, 20% larger than the Apple Watch Series 6. When you compare it to the Apple Watch Series 6, it's a more edge-to-edge display, and I have this watch face to clearly show how much larger that display is. And you also do get what's it called, always on display on the Apple Watch Series 7 that you won't get on the Apple Watch Series 3. I meant to say Apple Watch SE. But yeah, that's also true. You don't get it on the Apple Watch Series 3. So if we were comparing the features, like health features, then the Series 6 and Series 7, I mean, in terms of health features, there aren't really too many differences. But since we're comparing with the SE, here's what we have. So for the SE, it doesn't have the Apple Watch blood oxygen app, and it also doesn't record ECGs, which are used to detect signs of, fibrillation. So if you're really looking for, oxygen tracking, the blood oxygen tracking, as well as ECGs, then I obviously you're going to put this on the side and probably go ahead and pick up the Apple Watch Series 7. Now, the Apple Watch SE, just because it doesn't have those doesn't mean it doesn't have any health features. It has continuous heart rate monitoring, and like Apple's other smartwatches, it can send notifications for high or low heart rates and irregular heart rhythm notifications. So that's still a huge plus in my opinion. So because of that, this obviously has blood oxygen reading, ECG. It has those heart rate. It already has those features, heart rate monitoring and whatnot. And obviously fitness tracking metrics and all that stuff. It has new swim. You can use it for swimming. It can track your swimming. I'm actually going to be using this when I go to sleep from now on. So when it comes to more health features, let's put it this way. If you're more health oriented, health centric, I would probably say getting the most out of your Apple Watch, go for the Apple Watch Series 7. But if you're saying, hey, I don't really need blood oxygen, ratings or ECGs, I can just go with a heart rate monitoring and just normal fitness tracking, then I think Apple Watch SE is probably the better buy. But for, like I said, those who are more health oriented, I think Apple Watch Series 7 is already probably going to be the choice over the Apple Watch SE. Okay, so both of these do ship with Apple Watch OS 8. Obviously, if you get an Apple Watch SE now, it's going to ship with Watch OS 8. But for those of you who have the SE, then you obviously got that update to Watch OS 8. This comes pre-installed with Watch OS 8, and you're pretty much getting almost all the new features. The one main visual difference is if you have the Apple Watch Series 7, you can physically type. There's a keyboard that fits on the screen now, whereas if you have the Apple Watch SE, you're going to have a trouble time trying to get that type of thing, because it's not possible. You can't get a keyboard, Apple's keyboard, on the Apple Watch SE. Otherwise, Watch OS features are pretty much the same. You're getting a mindfulness app, expanded support for digital keys, better HomeKit controls, multiple timers, and a bunch of other things like refresh messaging options. But like I said, that Apple Watch keyboard with the Watch Series or the Series 7, you're not limited to just scribbling or talk to type. And I think it's a big plus. I kind of sometimes had trouble using scribble or talk to type. So that's a huge plus for me. Now, other than that, Apple support for Apple Pay, music controls, everything else is really the same. And you can go for cellular options for both. Obviously, do keep in mind that if you do, pricing will be more expensive. And I'm not going to, these are both Bluetooth and GPS models. I don't have any cellular options. I don't really personally find the need for myself, in my case, to go ahead and pick up a cellular option. Maybe in the future, who knows? But as of right now, I don't really need one. But if you do, then go right ahead and pick up a cellular option. Okay, so let's come to battery life. Now, battery life on Apple Watches always, for me, in my use, haven't been the best. Maybe for you, you're a very light user. You don't need to charge it every evening. But for me, that's just not the case. Now, with the Apple Watch Series 7, we're getting an all-new charger, an all-new Apple Watch Series 7 charger. It does come with a aluminum casing, whereas the one on the SE comes with a plastic, where the puck that you place it on is now plastic, whereas the Series 7 is getting, a more aluminum. It's a much better build to it. So that's a plus, and that's something you can kind of differentiate. If you have that, then you have the Apple Watch Series 7. Now, Apple estimates, this does charge 33% faster than the Watch 6 because it has a USB-C compatible cord. And it also does have faster charging in general. And I do agree on that. I was able to get an extra 10-15% in the time span of like 10-15 minutes over the Apple Watch SE. when I was out on the go and I need to charge it for a quick, 10-15 minutes. So that's a huge plus. So if you're looking for something that has faster charging, Apple Watch Series 7 is going to be the choice over the Apple Watch SE. But guys, if you're like most people, probably just puts it on charge during the evening, then I think SE is really the one you should be leaning towards. Now, even though I said most people do that, there are some people. Marquez, for example, Marquez Brownlee from MKBHD, he will put on his Apple charger or his Apple Watch on charge when he's getting ready in the morning. That's his time to charge the device. He doesn't, because he uses it, he has it on when he's sleeping as well. So he puts it on when he's getting ready for work or whatever it is in the morning. That's his time to charge. For that, faster charging really does come in clutch. But for otherwise, if you're just, you take it off when you go to sleep, you don't need to worry about faster charging too often, unless you get stuck and you need to really, there are some instances you might need it, but other than that, for me, in my use, let me put it this way, in my use, battery life has been more so the same. Even though I'm getting faster battery life, it doesn't mean that Series 7 has a larger battery than its predecessor, the Series 6. From what breakdowns are looking like, it has the same battery. I mean, guys, it's not that great. It'll get me throughout the day, but that's it. I can't go a second day without needing to worry about putting it on charge. That's just the Apple Watch usage for battery life. Okay, and now let's come to price. Specifically right here, the 41 millimeter, let's put it this way, 41 millimeter for the Series 7, and I'll put prices right over here, is $399, and for the 45 millimeter is $429. You can obviously change your bands through Apple's website, and they might cost more or less. If you go for stainless steel and titanium, those are more. I don't remember the prices off the top of my head, but I think for me, aluminum was perfectly fine. So I have 45 millimeter, $430. Now, if you go for the Apple Watch SE, and you might find this on sale too, but for 40 millimeter, $279, and for 44, you're looking at about $309. And like I said, you'll probably find those on sale, and you might find the Series 7 drop down in a couple of months, maybe during the holiday season as well. A couple, maybe 20, 30 bucks, who knows? But those are the pricings, and really understand that for extra 100 or 150 bucks, you're getting better battery life, more heart rate, let's put it this way, health. There's the word I'm looking for. More health features, a larger display, newer colors, and honestly, I think that's that's really it. No really visual redesign between the two. So if you're looking to spend the extra 100, 150, whatever it is, and go all out, then maybe Apple Watch Series 7 is the one for you. You want to get the highest end watch that Apple offers, then yes, Series 7. But if you're saying, hey, I don't need all those health features, I just need some, fitness tracking, and I don't need always on display either, and the pricing for me is perfectly fine, I think Apple Watch SE is probably going to be the one for you. So that about wraps up this video. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to superman that like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it does help out the channel a lot, and it really does mean a lot to me. You guys make my dream become a reality. I'm able to check out these devices, specifically like right here, for example, because of you guys. If it weren't your support, I probably wouldn't have been able to pick this up last year or pick up the Apple Watch Series 7 and compare this, and this video maybe would have never been, here today. Who knows? But thank you all so much, each and every one of you, for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Anyway, everybody, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to superman that like button, comment down below, because with the more interactions we get on this video, not only helps the video and the channel, but also pushes the video out to more viewers. And best of all, superman that subscribe button. Until next time, everybody, and until next video, this is MTG.